the game is you. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle showed.
We are just to the west of you, Coach, on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Everybody scoot up, scoot up.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Airing this one out for Evans. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. Check 26. Check 26.
Now the 3rd year back out of Texas, Deontay Foreman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Foreman.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Ready. White 25. Pick me up. Here we go. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20, 10, 5, and he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So he nearly took it. The distance gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
I got you, punk. Key to tight end. Key to tight end. Hey, let's go.
This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll try to throw now. Winston. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now 14-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the... End zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Here's Foreman. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to. Check.
Now a toss play. This is Foreman. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And a very good return, but a penalty marker is down. I'm not sure what this is going to be. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
That good for 19 and a first down.
First and 10.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Ready to go.
From the red zone now, Winston. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. And, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Being chased out left. And this will be incomplete.
Murray on the keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
QB's trash. Let's go. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Check, 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 check. Back.
They'll run with Foreman. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
I'm going back to you. Big air, big air, big air. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
A carry for Foreman. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come here, switch it. Shit, shit.
On 2nd down, Foreman. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Watch the shift.
Murray now on first down. This one caught by Isabella. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First down, Arizona.
Okay, you ready? Mike 51. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 20 balls on.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And down to the 36-yard line here. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Get the ball. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Hey, watch it, watch it. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey.
Here's another of the Cardinal backs. This is David Johnson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Watch the slap, watch the slap. Watch the slap. Check, check. Break down, break down, break down. Check, crunch, crunch.
On third down, Foreman. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
At the Bucs 24-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. From the gun on third down, Murray. Yeah, he'll find Hall. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On second down now, Foreman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Now Murray off play action. And he's got it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. On second and goal, Murray to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They come out here in the eye. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now third and goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Airing this one out for Evans. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 20-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's the option going left on second down. Pitches it to Johnson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards on the play, first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray throwing the out route and complete. That's Hall.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. So we got man.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. But Butler was the second of 3 receivers Arizona took in the draft. They said they wanted to increase the amount of playmakers that they have out wide, so they nabbed him in round 4 out of Iowa State. Really didn't come on until his final season at Iowa State, over 1,300 yards and 9 touchdowns. Andy Isabella, he kind of provides the top in speed. Butler has the size, 6'6", 225, a huge target out wide.
Set, ready. Got a look. Check, 45, come on. Go. Go. Check. Hey. Check Mike 45. And we got it.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Check.
On second down, Foreman, and they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Throwing now is Murray. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Cliff Kingsbury here on 4th down trots out the field goal unit. And his kick is indeed good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terrell Suggs, one of the best in the business at finding the QB, gets home there. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Watch 80. Get set. Double dog.
On play action, Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Throwing, Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler, 6 of the last 7 years in there to make the stop. They run again with Foreman. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Levante David in on the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Foreman. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. He finds his man. That's Butler. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. What a chance they just took. A huge chance. They go for it on 4th down, wind up getting the first.
Go ahead and admit it. You thought it was a bad call, didn't you?
I did, yes.
I think any normal person did. How about him picking it up? Give him credit.
On 1st down, Foreman. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Bound to lose 1. 54.
On 2nd and 7, Murray toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. On 3rd down, Murray. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the second time. It's taken on the 25. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. Complete to Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Draw play, Winston to Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. First down, Winston. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now a desperation throw, deep depth. That's caught inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Murray. Open man completes it to Butler. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. To throw is Murray. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it and avoids the contact by sliding. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. They tried to take a shot there on 2nd down, and that leaves them, because of the incompletion, a very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with the time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
Able to find Isabella. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 28. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Murray to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
First down, Cardinals.
Zone now. They'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Hakeem Butler in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Point after, right down the middle. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles? Rashad Perriman off to the races. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, couldn't come back at you a long way.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Back to throw, Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down. Murray and company going for it on fourth. That's Isabella open on the right side. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
45, 45, 45.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Blue there, blue there. Mike 5. Mike 5-4. And I'm coming after you. Right there, 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike. Let's go, D. Big C. We got to step it up.
Murray, one final try. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Bucs, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.